to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis. David. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Here he comes with the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Virginia Tech's offense will go to work first. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. So Clemson's offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Motion from the wideout. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Gives it on the option. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. By the end of the day, one of these 2 teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
There's so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have 2 teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's Jamison. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
He'll throw on third down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Hokies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on first down. Sets up the screen. Thrusts that arm out. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over the Red Hawks of Miami. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, he's He's making it look easy out there, snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's taking the shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The give from the gun. Across the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right on the money. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clemson is quick to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. Kick is in the air. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow, the confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal, the rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for.
Got enough space, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And this guy just oozing confidence as a signal caller. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders. And best of all, they protected the football. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Oh, my, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. At the 20, he's got space. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score. How about this dude? He's throwing it like Don Strock or Jim Druckenmiller. He's running it like Tyrod Taylor or doing it all like Michael Vick.
Just showing the whole game, showing the repertoire, and how hard is it to stop a guy like this? I mean, when he can do all these things and stretch you with his feet, stretch you with his arm, that's why he's hard to stop, and that's why he's having himself a day.
And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Eastern Michigan is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over the Red Hawks of Miami.
Looking to throw on 1st down.
Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that one's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. That one falls incomplete. Trying to get a chunk play on that one. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They're showing that toughness using the ground game to create breathing room. They've got it out to the 15. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
The Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Going to swing it on second down. Got it set up on the outside.
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations when you're anticipating the DNs really racing up the field. They didn't have it set up that time.
Complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Fires to the tight end.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Takes it from the gun on third down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. The hand to the running back. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Hokies! And the stomping has commenced. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Clemson, 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Shoots it to the left. Zips it out to his man. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
First down for the offense.
Quick completion to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Makes the grab. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. It's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
And that is another 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires on the move. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Clemson will send the punt team out. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on 1st down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about, right here, seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Off the RPO, complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And 1st down for the offense.
To the air on 1st down. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got him this time. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So 1st down will open up the final period. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. He has been surgical. precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here, and he loses the football. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds his man in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.